one of finding the joy of learning and the joy of friends while attending Kimber Academy. I was hesitant as I started my first year at Kimber Academy. I was worried about all those weird kids who attend private school, and I wasn't looking forward to going. The first day went okay. There were enough kids from my neighborhood that I wasn't going to be worried about having friends. Within the next few days, I made many more friends, and for the first time, I hung out with kids ranging from 12 to 60 years old all at the same time. I found out how it was to go to school and sit next to my big brother and my little sister. My first year went really good, and I was excited for the next year. Year 2 started, and there were not as many from my neighborhood attending the school, but by then the circle of friendship had expanded greatly. That year, all my close friends were old enough to try out for international officers. This is when I decided that I wanted to try out and experience the opportunities of leadership for myself. When I was 14, I became a class officer. I was then able to travel in-state, and I attended all the open houses, dedications, and parent meetings. I helped plan school functions, including parties, dances, and arranging morning devotionals. I didn't think it could get any better. The next year, I tried out for national officer, and life at Kimber Academy got even better. I now was able to travel out of state to the distant schools. I served as a national officer for a year. I thought I would then just sit back and let someone else enjoy the experiences I had enjoyed. That didn't last for long. In October of last year, I tried out for student body vice president of all the Kimber Academy schools, and here I am. The thing that I have enjoyed most about being an SBO at Kimber is that being SBO isn't about popularity or looks. It's about learning leadership skills and finding out who you really are and how to share those skills with others. When I first came to Kimber Academy, I know I wasn't the greatest student. I didn't know how you could learn to teach yourself. Yes, I know I am not 100% there, but I have come a far ways. Some might have described me as quite boisterous at times and very social. Not bad qualities, but not right for every occasion. I think the experiences that have helped me in becoming who I am came because of all the awesome people I have been privileged to meet and who have become lifelong friends. There aren't too many others outside of Kimber Academy that are my age that can say they have good, close friends from at least 7 different states with whom they keep in close contact with on a regular basis. Yes, some people think it is a little strange that one of my closest friends lives in Ogden and I go visit frequently. Or when they ask who your best friends are and who you hang out with most, and you respond with, this person who lives in Ogden, and these people who live in Layton, and this person who lives in Provo. They are amazed with the diversity of friends. That usually answers their next question. Does a student in private school have any social life? Some of the highlights of my schooling at Kimber Academy have been: 1, having my mom as my administrator. Yes, she at times got to discipline me, but it was only because I needed it. 2, having the opportunity to become such good friends with my brother and my sister. 3, having the opportunity to not only have traveled around the world, but to get to do that with the general authority and some of the greatest teachers and mentors you could ask for, such as Dr. Kimber and Dr. Gnott. Number 4, learning the skill of talking in front of large groups, since talking in general has never been a problem for me, and having a standard to live up to, and to learn to love learning. Yes, that is a skill. 5, last but not least, the road trips in the Kimber van, known as Big Red. This van is where many of the friendships between us officers have begun. Whether it was a 27-hour ride to Texas, or an 8-hour ride to New Mexico, or a 45-minute ride to Layton, or better yet, a 13-hour ride to California and the beach. Not only do we build relationships, but we learn together academically and spiritually. One of the memories of traveling that I will never forget is being pulled over for something that had been written on the back window of Sister Meserly's Tahoe by a couple people, and having everyone traveling on the roads through 4 states thinking we had been kidnapped. and the police finally catching up with us after 3 days of traveling. I have been blessed with the opportunity of going to Kimber Academy. I look at where I would have been if I hadn't attended Kimber Academy, and I know I wouldn't be who I am today, nor would I be standing here speaking at my graduation at age 16. I owe it all to the many people with whom I have come in contact with and whom have taught me these past 4 years. Thanks to them, I can give a whole speech with only saying the phrase once or twice. I can not only read and write, but I can think for myself. I cannot even put into words how much I have grown spiritually. I have learned so much about our American history and world history. I have thoroughly enjoyed learning how to plan activities and working with the different people. All these opportunities have taught me things that I will carry with me throughout all my life. A quote that I have been working on to apply in my life is, "I slept and dreamt that life was a joy. I awoke and saw that life was duty. I acted, and behold, duty was joy." And the author, I can't even say his name. I am thankful for all of these memories I now have, every single one ranging from the ones of driving through Las Vegas at 6 a.m., having hymn practice in the van, the special Spirit Day speakers, and the memories of having water fights at the park after school, along with learning how to make little crafts and electives, to the memories of someone, who I will not mention their name, tripping a certain officer as he walked down the aisle carrying a box of curriculum on the first day of school last year, along with all the youth conferences and school dances. Thank you to everyone who helped us as students come alive in '05.